I am Miss Community Clovia. Welcome to the Listen Up Barbershop Talk series, brought to you by Richmond Behavioral Health Authority, Ellery Lundy of the Broken Man Foundation, Rolling for Freedom, Project Give Back to Community, and of course, Radio 1 Richmond. And what we want to do is end the epidemic in the city of Richmond. And the best way to do it is to take the conversation to the barbershop and to the community. And I have the man, the general, Jerry Lee. He is a former, now we don't call someone an addict, he is a former substance use abuser of heroin. You like the way I put that?
I love it.
That was good.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm learning? Now, hey, I'm always in a listening moment. Heroin is a body addiction and not a mind addiction. And what you're teaching me is, hey, if my mind says that's not right to do, that's not morally right to do, right, your body says do it, and I don't care what you do to do it, just get it.
Exactly. And that's like what a lot of people fail to realize when they become ill-informed about this disease. And I call it a disease because that's what it becomes to you. First and foremost, when you dabble into this arena of using these type of opiates and heroin, whatever have you, first thing you want to do, for whatever reasons you want to get involved with it, whether it's peer pressure, whether it's, you just want to be down, whether you're trying to escape from depression, whether you're trying to use it for Viagra, whatever you're trying to use it for. Yeah, exactly.
That's not funny.
Right, whatever you're trying to use it for, you don't know the effects that it's going to have on your body. And see, one thing about your body, if you got a toothache, you don't care how many people you run over top of to get that tooth out your mouth, because you're in pain. If you getting ready to have a child, it doesn't matter who hand you squeeze the hardest or who you, curse out in the process. You're trying to get this pain up off you. So your mind is not in control. Your body is in control of your thinking pattern. And that's what heroin does to you. Heroin makes your body feel ultimately sick.
And it makes your body talk.
It makes your body talk. You whack.
I know.
But it
does.
Repeat
it? Go ahead.
It does. You know what I mean? It literally grabs a hold of you and it won't let you go until either you get locked up and you have to let it go, you die, or you muster up the willpower by whatever resources you use to say, you know what, I'm going to be stronger than this. And a lot of people, they can't be stronger than that because triggers exist. You know what I mean? So
you got in the wrong word too. Well, anyway, yeah. I want to introduce everybody to Jerry Lee. He is the face of the Listen Up Barbershop Talks to end the heroin epidemic in the city of Richmond. Jerry Lee spent 23 years in the Virginia Department of Corrections for his substance use of heroin, and now he's out. He's certified as a mental health counselor, substance use coach, life coach, electrician, nursing assistant, teaching assistant. Now he's our subject matter guru, changing the narrative when it comes to heroin. And it may seem like we're being all jovial about it. I like the word jovial. Yeah. But anyway, we want to deliver this to the community. And all communities don't receive information the same way. Exactly. So what we want to do is just break it all the way down for our communities. We want it to stop for our males 18 to 25 years old. You start taking pills and prescription drugs and opiate pills, and then that's not getting you high anymore. And then you go and you start snorting heroin on up to shooting heroin. And you know what was so interesting? You were telling me that, hey, if you're shooting heroin, or they call it for the street's sake, heroin, you don't bleach the needle, you're trying to get high.
No, most people, the last thing they're worrying about is being health conscious. And see, and a lot of times when you become a shooter of the drug, you are at a base, and speaking to people that can understand it, because these are the people that we're really trying to reach. If you're shooting 20 cc's of heroin, I might not be conscious enough as a drug dealer to tell you, hey man, you might not want to shoot your shot with this one because it's more potent than what I had yesterday. So you'll go and you'll try and shoot your shot, and you don't know that you have something so potent. Now you're down MCV and they pumping on you, they trying to bring you back, and you just don't want to come back, and you don't come back. And that's like one of the big disadvantages of sticking that needle in your arm, because none of us are chemists. You know, none of us know exactly what we're putting in our arm. We're just trying to get unsick. Or
if your heart is ready for something like that.
Exactly.
And so what we want to do is, we've been talking about the stories. You can check out our Facebook Live at Kiss Richmond, I Power Richmond, and Praise Richmond. And we want to talk about solutions.
Yeah. Now, can I sidebar?
No, I want to talk about the solutions right now.
Yeah, we're going to talk about solutions.
No, I want to talk about the solutions.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now put your foot down. Look, one of the major solutions are, I am not the forefront of this epidemic. There are guys out there with vast knowledge, way more than me, as equal to me, under me, around me, however you want to put it. Man, y'all need to come out to these barbershop talks. Y'all need to come out, share your wealth. Knowledge is wealth. Share your wealth. Let's help our communities. And I don't want to be the only spokesperson. I want other people that's more educated than me to come out and say, hey, youngsters, people my age, women, whoever, this is why you shouldn't participate with this type of drug. Right?
And I think that's a good thing too, and also communicating with the families. When you say you're stuck at this point where you have your family member up here who has no knowledge of what being addicted or addicted to a drug or heroin is about, and to just come down to their level to understand what it's like day to day, and just having that, you know, communication. I know a young boy, the 19-year-old guy that I encountered like 2 weeks ago, and I said, just text me. You know, you're going to get high, just let me know until he's ready, because I want to keep those lines of communication over. It's quick to say, who wants to get high? Why would you shoot up? It's so risky. It's a health risk. But that's easy to say if you're not addicted to a drug.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And a lot of times, you know, one of the things that a lot of us miss as adults dealing with children, we don't know how to come down to their level and understand that what's going on at the playground is real. We might not think it's real. We may think it's childish, but for that child, that is the real reality that they're living in. Now, I'm not saying go play around in the sandbox, but you have to be, yeah, right. You have to be conscious enough to say, okay, if I want to bring my child out of this state, what measures do I have to take? You know, do I have to go and educate myself? We're not talking about the child no more. We're talking about the drug user and the family member reaching out to the drug user. Do I have to go educate myself about this? Do I have to partake in some type of seminars? Do I have to, something as small as, you know, I'm not gonna go with you to no corner or projects to buy it, but let me see what your atmosphere is like. You know what I'm saying? Let me roll with you over here and see if I can, you know, give you a little better scenario on how to have fun with this type of situation. Or, you know, you just gotta stop what you're doing if it matters. Only if it matters. You gotta stop what you're doing and just come down to that level and be like, hey man, what do I need to do to help you get out of this rut?
All right, so we're looking for solutions, definitely. We want you to come out to the next Barbershop Talk. All of this information is at kissrichmond.com, ipowerrichmond.com, and praiserichmond.com. Jerry Lee.
Hey, we're gonna change the narrative, y'all.